Hello, back again. Just come from the Crucible, of course, before, which is just down there, where it says Sheffield Theatres. And this is a nice little church here. It's called the Cathedral Church of Saint Marie, and there goes the bells. And it's got a Jubilee this year. Again, Crucible right down the bottom of that street. Now this church. It's quite a tall church actually. St Mary's Cathedral. And that's it down there. A place of worship. That's bang in the city centre. You get some quite prestigious, get the words out, right bang in the middle of the centre of the city. It's quite big. Well, let's get into the centre. Let's have a little wander around Sheffield, eh? Let's see what's down here. So here's the city centre of Sheffield. Like I say, last time I was here, sure it was, no, was it early November? No, it was in November when I saw the course. It was snowing. It wasn't snowing right at the beginning of the day. It was snowing after the concert finished and it was coming down heavy. So much so, the trams weren't running to the city centre. There was only one tram running to the train station. My hotel was an EasyJet hotel. It's called Easy Hotel. It's not far from here if I remember right. So I had to walk uphill in that horrible snow, and it was coming down fast. It was piling down at the time. So yeah, here we are. Another big church there as well. Two big churches bang in the centre behind those trees. Anyway, as we are looking around Sheffield, let's walk down here. Oops, that's not the best way to walk, is it? But I can walk on the pavement, the curb, not the pavement, the curb, as you can see. This isn't on a tram line either, so that's all right. Eat normals like McDonald's, but I want to cross now. There we go. And there we go, your trams are down there. German doner kebab. Let's continue to walk down. Sign is just see the deals. So bacon sandwich $2.99 with a tea and coffee. That's good. Full English breakfast served all day. I miss traditional places like that. Greasy spoons used to be the staple of all towns and cities. They kind of disappeared now. But you can't beat a bit of tradition, especially with the English food. Anyway, let's look at the tram. Called Super Tram. That's the Meadowhall one. So if anybody wanted to go to Meadowhall, that's the way to go. Meadowhall tram, just there. Right, I think we've got someone crazy behind me. Yeah, so I was walking up from that way from the train station, I remember now. So I remember it coming up near my hotel. But that's where the snow was pounding down. Now there's a co-op building in front of me. And there's a really weird sculpture on the building. I need to get closer. I don't know if the camera will pick it up because it's only a small, like, action cam DJI Action 4. So it's not very good at zooming. It's good at close shots like my face right now. But I want to try and cross over because it's different. You don't see many stuff like this. Right, are you ready for it? Can you see that in the building? It looks like some kind of concrete person with his head bowed forward, holding some sticks. The sticks he's holding to is virtually holding to the building. Ain't that strange? It's called Castle House. And it's very, very weird. Right, I'm going to cross quickly before I get run over and have a better look. Yeah, what's that all about? Answers on a postcard. That is strange. Okay. Let's carry on. So, the next thing is this Easy Hotel in the same design as EasyJet. I stopped here November and it was only about, I think it was about 28 quid. Now yes, the rooms are basic but they were clean and they were smallish, but it did the job for a night. You wouldn't want to stop there for a week because it's a bit confined, but if you're dropping your stuff off, having a shower, coming out to come back to sleep to go again, then that's perfect that way. Otherwise, the front of the hotel doesn't look the best. But all the rooms are bang upstairs when you go in there, so this is your entrance to the Easy Hotel. And then you just get your room. But like I say, if you're just in and out of the city, it's perfect. Perfect what you need. And then there's Castlegate. A typical KFC, so a bit of a colourful bridge there, and then you got your B&Ms and stuff like that, and everything else. Right, there's not much else now. There's a bit of a bridge over there. The City Centre doesn't have a lot. I might walk up the other end a little bit later and film it, where some of the bigger buildings are. But I need to show you the Crucible, the snooker, one of the main things in Sheffield. Sheffield, of course, has lots of other history, steel, for example, or Sheffield Wednesday or Sheffield United, football. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, been for my drink. Just a little sit down for a minute. Still in Sheffield at the present time. Just want to show you this huge building here. Looks really old as well. But that's Queen Victoria at the top there. You can't see it on this camera because it's small, like I mentioned before. But yeah, it's huge. So this is more centre of Sheffield. I was near the Crucible earlier on. So there's a big building behind me there. Huge building. And you got some different things up here as well. So let's have a little walk. It won't be long before I'm going back to the train station to go back to Chesterfield, to hang around there for a little bit to get my car. After its MOT, hopefully it's going to be good news and no expense. But I do have a warranty on it, extended warranty, so hopefully some things will take care of themselves. Anyway, let's have a little wander down here. It looks like there's a Yates's pub. I thought Yates's went out of business a long time ago. Might be wrong, might be right, but I'm sure. they did. Okay, let's keep going down here. Yeah, so you can't see it on camera, so I'm saying all these words. I need to get close for you to see it. But the 8 is bang ahead. And there's the Wetherspoons across the floor, the road, sorry, not the floor. And I think it's pretty two quite close to each other here in Sheffield. There's a plinth in there to remember the E-Day, which was recently. Remember those who fought back in the war? Yeah, and here's the 8s right in front of us. One with the spoons there, which is the Lloyd's, and another one just down here. I knew there was two close together, I remember from a while ago when I've been here. One's the Lloyd's pub, so that's going to be more rowdy most probably on a Friday night compared to one there. So yeah, the 8s is students. There's obviously a lot of students in here, so that's that. Okay, let's walk back down this way. With the wind, the plinth there. I wonder if a flag was up there actually, maybe recently. Who knows? I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was very busy on VE Day just over a week ago. Right, I need to start walking back to the train station. Spent just over an hour here, but instead of being in Chesterfield all the time, which I did last year, and I do have a video up last year when I spent it in Chesterfield, thought I would just come to Sheffield instead, since it's only 15 minutes on the train. So it's worth just a change of scenery. Coming here. And then, yeah, went to the train station. So we'll walk a little bit further down. This place is the Box. Not sure what's all this about, if it's just a big restaurant, somewhere where you can play games. Well, at least it's open at 12. 12 till 12. You can't really see through the window. Looks a bit like a sports place. I just saw like big screens there, so it might be one of those places. I bet it's got stuff like karaoke booths. A lot of places have a bit like Roxy's Ballroom and stuff like that. Okay, a little bit more of a walk. Again, excuse the wind, it's very windy now. It's like being on the coast. It's funny, I think it's certain open areas that's more windy than others. So yeah, I do not like the wind when filming because it's, sorry, trying to navigate people there. Don't want to walk into anybody. Yeah, windy and microphones and stuff don't go. They don't go at all. Back to this building, let's just walk down here. I think this will come out near the Winter Gardens again. Again, bit of a pan around Sheffield, as you can see. And that big old building here on Pinstone Street. This is the back of the building again, it's huge. It's huge, and centuries old, I reckon. I'm gonna have a guess at 1800 and something here. That's my educated guess. It looks very old and a lot of detail, like the old buildings used to have. Right, I think we're coming towards the Winter Gardens again. Let's see if I can walk through there. More than likely going to be monetised music on. Copyrighted music, sorry. That's the way. Because they're showing a music thing, so I might just walk through one more time, which is there, just to see what's happening really. Well, I think it will be very music based, like Michael Jackson, because I was advertising that person as well as Mary J. Blige. And Bob Marley was another one I saw last time I was in there. And again, down there is the Crucible. Right, let's have one more walk through. So music's starting to play now. You can see all the trees. It is warmer in here as well. It's like a greenhouse, even though it's pleasant outside today. It's warmer. They're doing the sound checks. And then a few leaflets. And there's a snake. A very big snake with unusual colours. And there's some kind of statue of a horse. Anyway, Winter Gardens, Sheffield. Automatic doors are just open for me. And then these walls again, right. I need to walk through here and then, oh yeah, that was that building that looked like the casino. That is the casino, plus there's other things there. The architecture from earlier on, if you notice. With all the metal like cubes that are open at different angles. I think that's the best way to explain it. It's not very good at explaining it, but yeah, the design is very arty. And there's a big smoked barbecue thing here. Very interesting. Right, I need to get my bearings now. I don't know what's down here. Let's have a look. Might be the wrong way for me. But yeah, here's a barbecue place. Yeah, this is taking me to pretty much the area I need to get to. Down these stairs. Right, anyway, a little snapshot of Sheffield. I didn't go into great detail. I know it a little bit, not loads to get to different places. But at least you kind of get an idea of what it's like if you ever come here. Like I say, famous for snooker. That's how I kind of put Sheffield and what I know about it together, as well as the football. You know, I'm a big football fan. Wearing my Burton top today. But I know there's Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday here. And yes, I can proudly say that Burton have won at both grounds in this city in a competitive match in the league. Never would have said that 30 years ago. Never would have been a dream, but anyway. Crossing over here. Right, anyway, thank you. Gonna go back to the train station, back to Chesterfield, and then hope to get my car in one piece. See you later.